What up, Virgo? This is Kelly from the Queen Bee Tarot, here to do your monthly reading for August of 2018. Intuitively, I want to start with, I feel like some of you are just getting out of a relationship that was karmic and bad for you. It's almost like, I feel like it called to you. It was like one of those really bad things for you. It called to you, come to me type of thing. And no matter how hard you tried to break out of it, it seems like there was always a reason to stay. There was always a reason to go back. There was always a reason to return to this situation, but this situation was no good for you. But you knew it. You knew this situation was not good for you. I also feel like you have something going on at your job, like you're making a decision on whether or not to change jobs. You feel like maybe someone's holding you back when it comes to a promotion, a raise, probably a boss who is getting in the way. They may not want to let you go because, you know, you're their best worker type of deal or whatever that is. But I feel like you're getting away from this really bad relationship. And I feel like you're thinking about leaving this job. You'll have to pardon my hair. I don't care. It's humid. It's so humid outside. It's not even funny. You can't even breathe when you walk out the door. So my hair, yeah, I was outside visiting my uncle today, and it was hot. So hence how I got my fantastic hairdo. Not that I care much what I look like when I get on here anyway, because it's not about the way I look, it's about the way that I read. So moving on from such interesting topics as me, I feel like you're moving away from things, like you've learned to let go. You're moving away from things that you had to have control over before, and you're learning to let go. I feel like that was your karmic lesson, and I feel like you've learned it. I feel still like something's going on with your job, like you have a boss that is holding you back, no matter how hard you work. Either just doesn't like you, or always had it out for you, or just doesn't want to lose you because you work so hard. But I feel like you've learned to walk away and let go, so now you're looking at your job thinking the same thing. And I keep getting family, like, and not in the broadest sense of the word. I want to say, like, you've got a victory over your family, over, like, they've been fighting over, like, they've been fighting over, like, splitting a will, or splitting money that was left, or, I keep getting just, like, fighting over a will and money that was left. And everyone's just been fighting over physical, mundane things about who's getting jewelry, or just fighting, constant fighting over this will and who's going to get what and what's going to get who. And it's just all materialistic. And I feel like maybe some of that is coming to an end. I feel like, yeah, maybe some of that is coming to an end, some of this family internal fighting, and you may not be taking part in it. You may be Switzerland, the neutral party, but just because you're Switzerland, I feel like everyone maybe calls you and burns your ear off about it, and you really don't care. Some of you are asking if you're pregnant. The answer is no. I just tell you what they tell me. Some of them are someone's at. There's a few of you asking if you were pregnant. No, you're not. And be glad, because it would have been in that relationship that you just decided to let go of that was bad for you. You are not pregnant. Okay, let's clarify some more here. I figured. Okay. I had a feeling I'd be seeing that. And that. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do, since I have no room on my table at the moment, and I've got everything organized just so, I'm going to go over these cards first. False offer of love. This is my soulmate card, guys, and that is in reverse. If you look, you see the 4 wands and they meet at the top. Let me flip it over for you. That's my 1111 card. There's 4 wands. That's 1111. That's my soulmate card. False offer of love. Definitely not a soulmate or a divine male or anything like it. More like an immature jerk. Somebody who's very immature, who you may even have some sort of addiction to, or you feel chained to, almost like they play with you like a puppet. They play with you like a puppet. Very nasty character. Coming up as the King of Wands in reverse, which is a fire sign in reverse. However, doesn't mean it's a fire sign. However, fire sign in reverse can be very cruel. They can be very mean. They can be very cutting with their words. They can be very petty. At least the males I know that are fire signs are very, very petty. They will do things just to get back at you. They will just, I mean, they really act like jerks. They do. And it's showing that a messenger is being sent to let you know. The Knight of Swords is the messenger to let you know this is not a soulmate. This is not a real offer of love. This guy is a jerk. Or girl. Whichever one of you it is, this person is no good. And I feel like it's a really bad relationship for you. It causes you to do things that you wouldn't normally do, act out of turn. Because, you know, don't get it wrong or anything, you showed up for your reading. The Queen of Coins or Pentacles, that is an earth sign. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. So you showed up for your reading, so I know this is for you. But I feel like this person has you doing things you wouldn't have normally done, was treating you in ways you wouldn't normally let someone treat you. Hence the reversal of this. I'm here to let you know this person is not real. This person is no good. This offer of love, that's not love. That's abuse. It's control. It's a mind game. Again, it's a good idea that you're getting away from this person because it's showing here. In this deck, it's a guy sneaking in a window to steal stuff, to steal more swords. This is the 7 of Swords. In the other one, he's stealing swords and trying to steal as many as he can, and he's looking back on my other deck to see who's watching. Can I take more? Taking you for everything you're worth. It could be emotionally. It could be, you know, you've been giving them money. You've been giving them your car. You've been giving them resources. And they're milking you dry, just taking you for everything you're worth, literally. That's my card for taking you for everything you're worth, taking you for a ride. And this is how they're showing up. This is how they're appearing. This is how they're treating you. And you're moving away from that. You're moving away from, I know here it looks like you're going toward, technically the order should be this way. Sorry. I'm looking at everything backwards in the mirror after I just spent all day out in the heat. So, pardon me if my brain's a little fried. It's fried anyway, but you're moving away from this person, away from this individual who is stealing from you or taking you for everything you're worth or taking everything from you or treating you badly. You're moving away from this person, and good for you, Virgo. That's a very hard thing to do, is to move away from a false relationship that's abusive. It's one of the hardest things that you will ever have to do in your life, and I don't care if you're male or female. It is one of the hardest things you will ever have to do in your life is get out of an abusive relationship. Some people never do it because they don't have the strength, and they're too scared. And some people eventually just say, fuck it. What's the worst that can happen if I leave? If I stay, he's going to kill me or she's going to kill me. If I leave, they're going to kill me. Might as well just leave and find out what happens. Again, this is a false love. You have no intention on reunifying with this person. This is the card of reunification, the Two of Cups. You have no intention on reunifying with this person. You're moving away from them, and you're moving away from this. This person can also be tyrannical, depending on their birth chart. If they have a lot of swords in their birth chart, they can be tyrannical, they can be physically abusive, they can be mentally abusive, they can be abusive in just about any way you can think of. And with this card here, like I said, have you doing things you wouldn't normally do. I get a feeling like this person literally, does that have, no, but it could almost pass for puppet strings. I feel like this person played with you like you were a puppet. That's what I keep getting, is the word puppet. Is they're telling me like a puppet made you do things you wouldn't normally do, act in ways you wouldn't normally act, and it's a excuse me, a very unhealthy relationship for you. Not only is it unhealthy, it's a vicious cycle between you two, and there will be no reunification. You're breaking it off, Virgo. You're going your own way, and good for you. Because this is one of the hardest things that people will ever do in their life, and people always have something to say about other people getting out of relationships. Why doesn't she just leave? Why doesn't he just leave? It's not that simple. It's not that simple. No relationship is that simple. So for people who want to say that, stuff it. Until you're in the situation where you're being abused, you will never understand what an abused person goes through. They go through Stockholm Syndrome. They go through, you wouldn't even imagine the amount of abuse one person can do to another one. So I feel like this this card speaks a lot for me. And doing things you wouldn't normally do. I don't know if it keeps bringing up, excuse me. It keeps in my mind bringing up like forced sexual acts or sexual acts you wouldn't normally do, things like that. And in a way it was for humiliation for you. I don't know why I'm getting that, but I am. Like forcing three-ways or forcing sexual acts on you to humiliate you. Whoever this was is a nasty character, and it took everything you had to walk away. That's why you're showing up so strong in your own reading. That's why you're showing up so strong in your own reading. But your answer is no, you will not be reunified with this person. I told you before, no, you're not pregnant. And it looks like you're coming out of this whole Five of Swords situation where it was nothing but constant fighting. Constant fighting, constant fighting. No matter what you did, there was a constant argument to start that abuse cycle, so that way you were never in a mind frame that you would get up and leave. It was like a scare tactic every night. Oh, you want to leave? You want to leave? Backing you into a wall, putting their hands on you. I don't know why I'm getting this, but it's heavy. So I don't know if a lot of you are going through this and you have family members on the other side coming to me, but I'm getting it very heavy in this reading, and this is some deep shit. Some of this stuff, like, I don't even want to say. Like, the whole sexual act thing, like, I didn't even want to say that, but I felt like I needed to. And I kept getting it caught in my throat. But this was a scare tactic. And I feel like the pregnancy probably was too. Well, what if you're pregnant with my baby? Well, you can't do it by yourself. Well. There was always something to keep you there. But I see you're doing well, Virgo, because you're pulling in the Eight of Cups, and you're walking right past all those bullshit offers and lies and deceptions that were being offered to you in the cups below, and you're moving toward the truth. You're moving toward the moon. You're moving toward the truth. So you're moving away from all of these offers in your strength. You showed up and you're upright. And not only that, but you showed up loving yourself in a very valid way, in a very direct way. You finally showed up loving yourself, Virgo. And this can be male or female. Anyone can be in an abusive relationship. Anyone. But you show up loving yourself. Seeing things for what they are. Not being fooled by the moonlight and all the different offers that are in these cups. It's hard to see, but there's all different offers in each of the cups, and you were able to move right through that to the truth. I always see this as one of my moon cards. And love yourself in the most authentic way possible and say, I know this is not about me. I know that I am worth loving. And good for you, Virgo, because that's not easy to do. Coming out of an abusive relationship, people feel worthless. But you've managed to come out on top. Despite everything that this person has done to you, you came out on top. And it shows here. Right here. Again, this card, I just want to put it down. Like, I don't want to touch it. It's got this feeling, this vibe of doing things that you did not want to do. And it's giving me, like, the creeps. With the World card, upright. It shows you going out into the world and really taking life head on. You're afraid because your Victory card is reversed. Everyone's afraid when it comes to sorry about that. One of my friends calling from Arizona. I'll call them back. It shows your Victory card upside down, so there may be some fear there. There may be some fear that that you won't really get away from this person. That the world isn't big enough for how this person is. But it is. You will overcome this, Leo. Maybe some of you are dealing with a fire sign. I don't know why I said that. Virgo. I know who I'm reading. And then, something's been blocking you at work. Something's been blocking you at work. From what I see here, something has been blocking you at work. I see something going on at work. Because you've been standing at the Nine of Pentacles here in your independence, but upside down. Like you're not moving any further. You're not getting anywhere. But then all of a sudden the Chariot comes in and you're moving in balance. And it's telling me that it's your work card here. So something's going on with work. For those of you who aren't dealing with the relationship aspect, something's going on from work. Something's holding you back at work. And I want to kind of see if I can dig into that a little bit and see what that has to say. Sorry about my phone, guys. Forgot to put it on vibrate. What do we have for Virgo work situations here? Flip? Okay. I need to flip. That's what they said. Flip. How many? 2 more. Okay, what do we have going on at Virgo? For Virgo, work 2018 in August. Some of you are dealing with a fire sign. Because heavy fire energy showing up here. No, you don't. Half the deck just fell out. No, you don't. They do that to me all the time, and I end up getting suckered into reading half the deck, and I'm not doing it this time. What do we got? There we go. And mystery card. Something's going on at work, Virgo, so you're being held back, and you don't understand why. You've gone inside, you've tried to figure it out, you're doing the best job you can, but it seems like no matter what you do, you don't get promoted, you don't get recognized, you don't get noticed. Or if you do get noticed, it's just kind of like, good job, Virgo, good job. You don't really get that raise or the promotion or anything that should come with it. No, I'm not reading a storybook. They're fighting with me. What else do we got for Virgo here? Give me one more clarifier. Or 2. Okay, something's got you up at night. I'm trying to figure out whether it's this relationship or it's work or it's both. I'm going to start up here, which means I got to pull them all down because I can't pick them up. We started out with these 3 cards. There's your card of work. This is a card of crafting and skill and putting major thought into work and, you know, working above and beyond what you should. And then we've got the Chariot and the Upright, which shows me that work was moving along, but something had put a stop to it. Like, it just stopped. And when I asked for clarification, I got the Strength card, the card of Leo. Which is weird because I had just said Leo. And I was just saying, I wonder if some of you are dealing with a fire sign. And the last card was a reverse fire sign. So, this could be a boss, somebody that is jealous, somebody that doesn't want to lose their best worker. If they promote you, they've got to hire someone else to do your job, or promote someone to do your job and no one else can do it like you. But there's a boss or someone standing in your way of progressing to that 10 of Pentacles. You're going to stay in that position. And like I said, I felt like some of you were thinking about leaving work. And I have a feeling this is why. No matter how hard you work, you never fully progress. No matter how hard you work, no matter how many long hours you're there, you'll get paid those hours, but you never fully progress into those 10 of Pentacles. Ever. And it's like something was standing in your way. And when this came up, this tells me it's Leo is the king of the forest. I mean, the forest. God. They are just dropping all kinds of shit in my head tonight. Like, they're just right here. Leo is the king of the desert. The boss. So for me, when I look at this, I automatically think boss. It's causing you to not come up with that promotion that you've been waiting on. You're not reaping the rewards you should be. You're never making it to that 10. No matter how hard you work, no matter how hard you're noticed by your boss, the bosses above will ask, oh, well, why isn't this person being moved up or given, oh, well, blah, 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 and they give excuses, and then by the next time they ask, they have a new excuse for keeping you where you are. Somebody's holding you there, and you're not getting the harvest that you're expecting at work. You're not getting the raise, you're not getting the money, you're not getting the promotion. It's caused sleepless nights because you can't figure out what you're doing wrong at work, that they're holding you back or they're not acknowledging you. You've come up with some real original ideas, I feel like. They're saying ideas that were so original, it definitely should have earned you a promotion into a supervisory promotion or something like that. Maybe some of you are architects. Something about building. So some of you could be in the union. Some of you could be architects. Some of you could be in the union, and that boss will be able to stop you from moving on. No doubt about it. You're just not harvesting the way you should be from your job. You're not happy because of that. And it's causing you sleepless nights because you're wondering, what did I do that I can't seem to move up in my job? I've tried and I've done this. I came up with original ideas. I've done that. And yet, here I am still in the same position they hired me in umpteen years ago. You're also, for those of you who did go through that relationship, you're also having a hard time sleeping. You're having a hard time pulling inside yourself. You're having a hard time sleeping, and it could be justified. If you are pregnant, which I don't see it, but some of you could be. It's not for everybody. You may need to get a restraining order. This may not be the last you hear of this person. It's showing that this is not a nostalgic, happy situation for you to remember, to look back on, to reference as a happy time or point stamp in your life. You're more worried about protecting yourself and sleepless nights and, okay, is this person going to sneak up on me? You're having trouble pulling inside yourself to see that, you know, your reality is that you're fine. You're doing okay. You did the right thing, but you're second guessing yourself. And not just that, but you're second guessing whether or not you're pregnant, whether or not you made the right decision. And then I have a feeling like this person is going to start showing up places you are. You may be married to this person. You may need to get a divorce or a restraining order, a protective order, or may already have one. But this is not a situation you look back on as a good time. This is where I'm a little bit confused, because we've got an offer of love, and on one side we've got judgment, and on the other side we've got the Hanged Man. So this is a card of getting a different perspective, gaining a different perspective or view of the world, of your world, and how you can change it to better your life. And judgment is a card of decision. So I kind of see these two more together. Somehow the court will be involved. If you have children, you're going to need to fight custody of your children, show that they're abusive, bring in medical files, medical examiners, whatever it is you have to bring in. if they've physically done stuff to you, if they've done sexual stuff to you, or whatever. Because for these two cards to be here, this tells me a decision will be made, and this is usually my court card. These are my two court cards, so there may be something coming here where you're going to need to fight for your children. Or maybe a child that's not born yet. But for the most part, for the collective of you, the question is, no, you're not pregnant. I think that these two cards go together because you really need to get a new outlook on life. You really need to be more concerned with loving yourself the way you were before, the way you showed up before. Loving yourself before you're worried about handing out a cup of love to somebody and asking them to accept it. You need to work on your view of the world. You love yourself, but you need to work on your view of the world. Don't take the old baggage into a new relationship with you. Leave that baggage where it sits with that person that caused it. And it may take you some counseling, it may take you whatever to get through it, but don't take that baggage with you, because once you take abusive baggage with you, there's no getting rid of it. So I'm going to go ahead and pull some angel oracle cards for you guys to see if there's anything else the angels would like you to know. What would you... Whoa. Okay. Apparently we've got quite a few messages. Mystique. Keep charging ahead and don't take no for an answer. Expect miraculous solutions to appear. Wow. Expect miraculous solutions to appear. So those of you who are trying to escape an abusive relationship know that help will come. And then I have Sonia. And please remember what I said earlier about loved ones. Quite a few of them right here about an abusive relationship telling me things that I didn't even want to hear. I bring a message from your deceased loved one. I am happy, at peace, and I love you very much. Please don't worry about me. The problem is they're worrying about you. Can never get it right where there's no... There. Ariel. New psychic and spiritual experiences are changing the way you view the world and yourself. Allow your spiritual gifts to open through study, prayer, and meditation. Like I said, you needed a new way of life, a new way of looking at things before you were ready to understand and offer that cup of love again. So, we've got Ariella here for that. Caressa, you are at the end of a cycle in your life. Call upon your angels to comfort you and to guide you to your next step. Happiness awaits you now. So whether you decide to leave your job or not, there's something better around the corner for you guys. I just keep getting the theme of leaving for the month of August, of leaving. There's something better for you guys. Whether it be job-wise, relationship-wise. Archangel Gabriel, you have an important life purpose involving communication and the arts. Please don't allow insecurities to hold you back. I will help you. So maybe you're thinking about changing careers when you do leave your job into something that's more satisfying. Archangel Gabriel will typically help with things like that. So if you are thinking about changing careers, this is a good luck sign to do it. So that is all I have for you guys today, Virgo. That was very intense. Please leave comments below. That was really intense and really a lot of energy that just went through me. So please leave comments below and let me know. I love you guys, and let me think. What else do you need to know? Thank you again. More donations did come in. Thank you again for, realizing that I'm not doing Vimeo and that relying on this as a sole source of income. And you guys have been making sure that I have some sort of income, whether it be large or small, by the end of the week. And I'm grateful for that. This is my business. This is what I want to do with my life. And so at every job, we hope that we get a paycheck every Friday or whatever it is that you get paid on. And I wish the same here. This is what I do, so I need a paycheck. And you guys are really making that happen. And I want to say thank you for that. Other than that, deuces. It's your girl Kelly from Boston. I'm out. Remember, Virgo, leave some comments down below because that was really heavy. And I almost stopped the reading. But I know that for some of you, there was loved ones that needed you to hear that come out. So I'm out.